Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well. So in this video, I've been playing a lot of COD recently, and I like playing COD, but I decided why not share some experience with you, give some of you guys some knowledge and everything into the world so you can be smart just like me. Now in this video, I'm going to be basically just give my whole experience on it. Some funny stories I've had, and I'm just gonna do it whilst playing Call of Duty. Now anyone that works in retail, they deserve so much respect and everything, because when I tell you, retail has to be one of the most hardworking job, and I don't think a lot of people appreciate how hard retail is. It's one of those jobs where unless you work into the job, unless you're there working that job, it's one of those jobs where unless you're there working, you truly won't understand the amount of rubbish that comes with jobs like that. Now the main reason is because of the customers. Now any job where majority of jobs, there's always customers, but when you're there facing customers daily, every single day, I am telling you that stuff gets draining. So in the UK, basically it's compulsory when you're a certain year, you have to go and basically you get like work experience, isn't it? It's like the school wants to give you a insight onto the real working world. Now you do it for 2 weeks. Majority of the time is unpaid, so you are working unpaid, but of course there are some there are some exceptions. Maybe if you know the person, then maybe you might get paid, but majority of the time is unpaid, and it's for 2 weeks. Now think about 2 weeks unpaid work full time. That is a lot of work. So as mentioned, so you're working unpaid for 2 weeks, and I chose to go for a retail job. Now the reason why I went for a retail job was just because I was looking for other places, but unfortunately I just couldn't get into anything. So, and especially when you're young, a lot of shops are reluctant to actually give you any opportunity. But when the shop came about, when the job came about, I got some of my friends in. So I was like, you know what, look, I got some friends in. It's clearly not going to be that bad. I'll probably get by only 2 weeks. But my God, was I wrong. Because let me tell you, those next 2 weeks when it started were literally some of the hardest 2 weeks I've ever worked in my life, physically and mentally. I mean, retail it's not for the weak people. It's generally not for the weak people. And one thing I realized, when you work with people, especially the public, you just realize there are just such stupid people in this world that you're until you see them, you won't even believe they exist. There are just that many dumb people in this world. And when you are working at a job where you are working with public and customers, unfortunately you see a lot of these absolute dumb customers every flipping day of your life. Firstly, when we even started the job, there was 3 of us, and what happened was the manager, I think there must have been some miscommunication between the store manager and maybe the assistant manager, where they just didn't expect 3 kids to come, and because of the miscommunication, they had in too many people on that day for the shift. So what they had to do, because there's 2 of us, was one person was going to work the regular full hours from start to end, and then the other 2 were going to basically do half days and switch. So basically you're only doing you come in at the start and then you leave at let's say just around 12 o'clock, and then the other person then takes over. Me being the absolute idiot I volunteered to be the person that stays there working full time. When now looking back, my God, was I stupid, because for some reason, I don't know why I decided, let me be the one to work full time, even though I wasn't even getting paid. I wasn't getting paid, and I decided to be the one to go work full time. I mean, I was so stupid. So that's not the main thing. So then that happens. So the first week is basically just introduction. Just basically showing us the basic health and safety. So he shows us around the store, just basically telling us what to do and what we shouldn't do. So that's fine. So we start the shift, and I soon realized he decided to put me into the makeup section, which I didn't realize why he did that. I even told him, look, but I do not understand any of this makeup stuff. If any customers come, I won't be able to advise them on anything. Which he said, it's fine. So I was like, look, I told him, okay, that's fine. I'll just listen to you. And at first it was going fine. There was no customers. But as time kept going on, more female customers started coming asking me questions, and of course I had no clue on any of this makeup stuff. So, I was just trying to basically reason myself through, trying to make excuses. Just basically, I kept using it's my first day at work excuse. I literally rinsed that excuse. I mean, that excuse got me away for at least 2 weeks. And, we just had so many dumb rules. Like, firstly, we couldn't go on lunch with my friends at the same time, which I found so dumb, because what they did was, because they saw we were working for free, they essentially gave their other workers almost like a free day off. So their other workers, basically, they just didn't employ that many people in the shift. So there was like 3 of us, and then the manager, he himself was just God knows doing what, just in the back room looking at the CCTV cameras. Like, I don't know what his plan was. I don't literally know what he used to do in that room whilst we're there working away for free, by the way, for free. So we had that rules. Then there was other stupid rules we had, where at the end of the day we have to basically he has like this little like spin the wheel or something. Yeah, like basically spin the wheel, and it has so he has stuff like pockets, bags, pockets and bags. So basically he used to spin at the end of the day to make sure we're not taking anything. And I was just thinking to myself, like, what on earth is there worth taking at this store? Like, the only thing that is even worth considering is perfume. And even then, why am I going to flipping steal some perfume? So, it is what it was. I didn't really say anything. The funniest story was the day of when the store actually got robbed. So, in the store, there is 3 aisles. Okay, so a very small store. There's 3 aisles. I was on the first aisle, which was near the security door. And unfortunately, I was monitoring the aisle, like I said, with the makeup, which actually had the most expensive stuff in the shop. So the makeup basically was always near the end, right at the end of the stores, near the door. And on that day, when you're not serving customers, what they expect you to do is face up, whatever you call it, basically bring all the items forward, organize them nicely. And I was doing that. Suddenly, I see 2 girls come. Okay, so these 2 girls come. They were in hoodies. So when they come in the hoodies, firstly, I didn't expect anything. Okay, I had no suspicions of them. There was no suspicion. They looked normal. One actually had a hoodie up, which, looking back now, maybe I should have been a bit more cautious of. So the 2 girls come, and then suddenly, so we had like. We actually had no security, so you're free to take whatever you want, basically. But there was basically these metal detectors, which I don't actually remember if they actually were. Out of nowhere, these 2 girls just robbed the makeup, like some items of the makeup. I don't know what they robbed. Now, they robbed it, they ran out of the store. The assistant manager started chasing the girls. And in this moment, I was shocked. I was like, what the hell? What just happened? Are they gonna blame me? So the shift manager runs out chasing the 2 girls. So he's left the store at this point, chasing the girls. And me and my other friend, we didn't leave the store. We're just still inside work. I really don't know what to do. So we're just still working, and suddenly he comes running back into the store, and we realize he has a busted nose. Now, of course, we're all thinking to ourselves, why the hell, what on earth has happened? Did he get his ass beat? What happened? Why does he have a busted nose? And then we are told by the manager what actually happened was, when he did catch up to the girls eventually, they basically headbutted him on the nose. And then for the next 2 days, he basically came with a bandage. I don't know what you call it. Like, it was like a big plaster over his nose for the next 2 days. And me and my friends, we had a laugh over it. Like I said, he had it coming. This guy was treating us like rubbish, okay? We aren't getting paid, and we're here working. Literally, we're working out of our skins. We are working out of our skins for absolutely nothing in return. So then after it happens, the next day, he basically wanted to talk to me privately. He at this point, I was just thinking to myself, what on earth is he going to want to speak to me about? He then tells me, basically, because he was on my aisle, I was basically kind of at fault for it getting robbed. And I was just telling him, look, I had no clue what those girls were gonna do. I had no idea. They just looked like regular customers. I didn't want to judge anyone. I let them do their shopping, and unfortunately, your nose was the victim of it. But he just said, that I should be looking out for it. So then after that, I'm still on the makeup aisle. He still hasn't moved me, even though I am literally the worst security guard ever. And what actually happened was, after that, they hired a security guard literally after this event. But yeah, man, I mean, in the retail itself, man, you just got so many entitled customers. You're trying to help one customer who comes up to you, and then suddenly another 3 come behind you demanding you give them attention. You have to answer their inquiry, their questions they have. It's them. It's all about them. For me, like I said, I really didn't care. But I can't imagine for people who are there working like full time, and having to deal with those customers, these entitled customers. And you, if you are a person who does go to these retail shops, give the workers a break, okay? No one wants to flip in, deal with angry customers, okay? Everyone's human at the end, so give the customers, give the workers a rest, okay? Give them some rest, be easy on them. But look, if you have the opportunity, if you are young, honestly, I think if you do actually do work with retail, I think is a bit of a character development. Look, once you deal with retail customers, the next ones are fast food customers also, which I'll make another video on, working in fast food restaurants, because let me tell you something, that is not far off working retail. But yeah, honestly, if you get an opportunity to work retail and you're very young, take it. You will learn a lot of valuable lessons. You will just learn about different types of people. That's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed these storytime videos, let me know. Drop me a comment, like the video, subscribe, and I'll be uploading a video hopefully again shortly. Thanks guys.